Welcome back to another episode of the Suffer Up Podcast with Nate and Ryan, where our mission is to encourage and lead others to suffer with a purpose, striving to level up in life with an emphasis on spiritual, mental, and physical well-being. We hope you guys are having an awesome weekend or had an awesome weekend and that you guys are out there getting after it. Today, the weather is fantastic.
It's finally cooling off.
Finally cooling off. So, and with that, we are going to just discuss the weather. No, we're going to talk about more than just the weather, but we're just going to, Ryan got back from the Carolinas, right?
Yeah, North Carolina.
So he just got back from the Carolinas North Carolina seeing some family, and he did a race up there. So we're going to kind of recap that. We're going to talk about just nature, what it does to us. I also want to dive into a little bit of grounding and
happy trees.
Happy trees. Okay, we're not hippies, but we do appreciate God's creation and what it is and what it brings to you and some of the benefits of just being outside.
Yep.
So the weather's changing, so I immediately noticed that there's more people outside walking than there has been. And that's
I've
encouraging.
Seen more people walking, running, everything.
Yep. You know who else is also running and walking more? My dad.
Oh, yeah?
Ever since, I know we talked about it, but we did the leftover 4 mile.
Yeah.
He came down here to visit. We did a leftover. He's been running, I think, 2 weeks in a row now. He's hit 10 miles a week.
Wow.
Now,
dang,
that is like a big accomplishment.
That is a big accomplishment.
Yeah. So he is really crushing it. And he texts me every time. I just did 3.6 miles.
Heck yeah.
And then he rests a day, or he really rides his bike into work, kind of spins his legs.
Man.
And then he runs the next day and then rides and then runs and rides. So he's getting 3 runs in a week and 2 to 3 rides in a week. So my dad can do it. You can do it. So
it's true. Anybody can.
Yep.
You just got to start.
So yeah. One thing that is just kind of a overwhelming theme, at least in our house, is getting the kids and stuff outside more.
Yeah.
You know, we need to get our kids outside. We need to get them moving and enjoying the things that nature has to offer. We know that this world was created by him and also for our pleasure and our enjoyment. And I know that when I spend time outside more, I do it every morning. I come outside and I drink my coffee. I really feel a benefit from that. When I've been cooped up inside for too long, you know, and you could get into the lights mess with you, all that stuff. Like it's just be outside more. It's very beneficial.
Like just stuffy air inside. It's a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
Get outside, that fresh air opens up your lungs.
Yep.
Just feel better.
You feel a whole lot better. So yeah, we're going to talk about a little bit more about that, but let's hear about your race up in the Carolinas.
Yeah, it was a 25K. Well, they advertised it as a 25K. It was a little less.
Okay.
Like 14 and some change. So 14 miles, and it had 5,500 foot of elevation gain throughout the race. From start to finish, you only changed elevation by about 3,000 foot. You finished on top of a mountain. But because of the uphill, downhills in between, the total gain was 5,500 foot. So that was fun. The distance wasn't really a major deal to me because I've been training and been planning on running more than that. So 14 miles, 15 miles, whatever. No big deal. But the gain of the elevation was a lot. Yeah. I went into it thinking that I was going to hold maybe a 10, 12-minute pace, you know, if I was being conservative. That was a big stretch.
Yeah.
I might have done that.
It's like 5,000, wasn't it?
What's that?
It was like 5,000 foot of gain?
5,500.
5,500.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just said that, Nate.
I'm sorry. I was doing something else. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Anyways, that was a stretch. I went out to the trail that the race was being held on like 2 days early just to see it and get an idea. And it was at that moment that I realized I was going to run slower than I thought. Not because I wanted to, but because I had to.
Yeah.
I just ran like, I don't know, 4 miles or something that day. 2 miles up the trail, 2 miles back down. And I went, okay, maybe a 15-minute pace. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
So anyways, slowed down a lot on the race compared to what I thought it was going to be. But I still had the effort. It's just you can't run that fast up a mountain.
No.
So the downhills were nice. You could sprint, but about halfway through, the downhills started to hurt a lot, and I just started hating them because I knew it was next.
Yeah.
You run downhill, and whatever you just ran downhill, you're gonna run uphill twice as long.
You got to pay to play.
Yep. But anyways, it was a blast. I hated downhills. I didn't hate any part of this. It was challenging in different aspects than what I'm used to being challenged.
Yeah.
Living in Florida, we don't have mountains, so excuse me, that was new and different. But it was also so rewarding. We run through the woods down here, and you just see pine trees and sand, and
Yeah.
not much up there. It's like, man, when I get to the top of this hill, I'm gonna have a new view. And every time we got higher and higher, it got prettier and prettier.
That's cool.
The race started in the morning, and in the mountains, especially the Smoky Mountains, the fog hangs low in the valleys. So we started off in the fog in the bottom, basically, and ran to the trailhead, and then started working our way up, and eventually got over the fog, and you can look out, you see the mountaintops, and you see the fog settled in the valley. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And by the time we finally made it to the top, 3.5 hours later, the fog had mostly all burned off. So then you had like wide open views, as far as you could see. So it was a gorgeous race, and I ran it with a good, my best friend. I'm thankful that he likes to run too.
Is this the guy you're doing the 50K with?
Next month? Same guy. Yeah, we're doing the 50K. So this was our little test run before that.
Awesome.
He's a better runner than me. That's all we learned from this weekend.
He beat you?
I mean, he ran with me, but when my heart rate was 160, his was like 130.
Oh.
Yeah. So I know how you feel, Nate.
Your match. Yeah. I'm glad he humbled you.
Yeah. No,
I can't seem to do it right now, but
he ran cross country in college and everything. So he's been a better runner for a long time.
Okay. That's fair.
Since we ran together in high school, he was way faster then too. But anyways, we had a blast nonetheless, and a common theme throughout that run was just how beautiful it was, how lucky we were. Not lucky, but like how blessed we were to be able to do it and to be doing that. And that, yeah, there were parts that were hard. And like I said, the downhills after a while, it was like, oh man, another downhill.
Yeah.
But neither of us at any point in time were like, man, we have to do another uphill. It wasn't like that. We were both really grateful to be there and be doing it, and we were just happy that we got to do another uphill.
Yeah.
And yeah, we talked about that a few times throughout the race, just like trying to stay present in the moment and enjoy it, not count down the miles. I know a lot of people that get into a race and they're like, oh, it's a 15-mile race. I got 5 down, 10 to go, 10 down, 5 to go. And you just keep counting it down. And it's like, you've looked forward to this event for so long, and trained for it and been excited about it. And then race day comes and you got the jitters and maybe some butterflies in your stomach. And as soon as the race ends, all that's over.
Yeah.
Maybe you get an hour of excitement after the race, you know, but as soon as it comes down, you get back in the car, go home, get showered, it's done. It's over. So we were really, really trying to stay present and like talking about that while we were running. We're like, man, this is epic.
Yeah,
like,
that's cool.
It's not a world-class feat that we're doing or anything, but this is epic for us. We get to run up the side of a mountain with my best friend, see a beautiful view, be out here in nature, the woods around us. It smells great. It's starting to be, it's fall up there, and the leaves are starting to change colors. And we're just like, man, this is such a blessing.
Yes.
And staying present in that moment was like our theme throughout. So, goes hand in hand with what we were going to talk about today about just being out in nature. Wouldn't trade it for anything, man.
No. Yeah, and in lieu of like, we've said it before, in that every race teaches you a lesson of some kind. And so if you're doing things throughout life and you're not learning something from it, you should probably start doing more like self-reflection, because there's stuff to be learned in everything. But like, you hit the nail on the head of, you know, man, we're lucky to be able to do this and not be able to, not like thinking about, man, I've got 5 left, or man, I got 10 left. instead of like, I'm enjoying this mile right now. I catch myself sometimes like, man, I'm excited for when my kids will be at the point where I don't have to buckle them up in the car seat anymore.
Yeah.
Well, then at that point, when they're putting themselves and they're like Mr. Independent, and then I'm going to miss that time because I'm like, man, I wish my son would ask me to help him buckle up again.
Yep.
And like, you can look back at different stages throughout your life. You know, you think about the days when you were first met your wife, or, you know, your kids were first born, and like how special that was. So really try to focus on soaking up each moment that you are given or blessed with.
Yeah.
And just really take them in. And running, once again, illustrates another beautiful illustration in life. And
Yep.
The more and more and more I run, people think we're crazy. But
I get that a lot.
I do too.
It's weird.
Man, that's great, you know. But it really is a journey through everything, especially with runs. And you know, it's exciting. It's fantastic. In lieu of that, it's also exciting to see other people joining in. This is a little bit off topic, but I'll kind of hit on it too. A guy, he was only able to run 2 miles fairly consistently that I work with. He's crushing it, dude. He did an hour-long run the other day.
Nice.
That's the longest he's ran consecutively.
Heck yeah.
And his heart rate's getting better.
That's
like his
good.
heart rate's staying low. So I saw him at shift change, and he kind of had like a moment of reflection of like, he couldn't see it in the moment, but I pointed it out to him. I said, dude, look how far you've already came, and you've only been running for like a couple months consistently. He's like, that's true. I said, so just enjoy the journey.
Yep.
Like, enjoy the time that you have, because you're gonna, like, right now you might only be able to run or do X amount of miles, but then like that was hard for you at one point. Now what's your next hard? And then keep going until things, like, if it starts getting too comfortable, you need to go out.
Yeah.
And push it. So yeah, that's a really good theme.
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, we all forget things that we're taught sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And even though I just shared that experience, sometimes I even find myself in that same position as your friend there, where I look at my running and I'm like, man, I can't wait till I can run 50 miles or whatever. And it's like, man, well, you're running 20 miles right now, and you weren't doing that 6 months ago. So yeah, it is a matter of reflecting back and seeing how far you've come, where you're at right now, and that you've been putting in the work. Like, be proud of yourself for that, and just stay consistent, keep doing it. And you never know, man. Like, whatever you're imagining right now is not the end.
No,
there's going to be more. So like, if you're planning on running your first marathon, that's really cool. That's awesome. But don't limit yourself. That's not the end of your potential.
No,
because you might run a marathon or 2 or 3 and then be like, I want to try an ultra.
Yeah.
And then, you know, maybe you'll get crazy enough like us one day and be thinking about 100.
Yeah.
You just never want to limit yourself. And I feel like we do that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. We put a cap on our capabilities.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really good. I'm glad you had a good race. Did you find out how you placed?
Yeah. Sorry, before that, I don't like saying capabilities.
What?
Because capabilities, if you spell it out, capabilities is literally putting a cap in front of your abilities.
Man.
So we don't have capabilities. We have abilities. We don't know what the cap is.
That's fair. You got me.
Gotcha.
That's a good one. You feel good about yourself?
I do. That was pretty good.
I like that. So don't put a cap. No cap.
No cap. What does that mean abilities?
Now? That means no cap.
No,
that means something.
That means that the current generation is stupid and making up nonsense.
Yeah, that's not in the Webster.
Probably is now.
Probably is.
The woke Webster.
Woke Webster.
Yeah.
Let's start that. Yeah. Woke Webster. We got a lot of one-liners. We need to start making more stickers. So, Sticker Mule, check it out. You can get you some sweet Suffer Up stickers.
Shameless plug.
Yep, shameless plug.
To answer your question, I placed, I think, 25th or something.
That's pretty good.
Out of 75.
Hey.
I mean,
top quarter.
Top third.
Yeah.
Math's not your strong suit.
75. Yeah, math's not my strong suit. Sorry, my brain went right to 100 because we were talking about 100 milers.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was nothing remarkable. But
okay.
I also don't live in the mountains and train in the mountains. So that's my disclaimer. Like,
you know what those are?
Excuses.
Excuses, because you have a treadmill that goes up to like 40% incline.
It does. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
And that thing sucks.
Yeah.
No,
Also,
the treadmill is great, but running at 40% is incredibly difficult.
I want to hit on this too. You just did a triathlon, your first ever. We have yet to talk about it.
Yeah, that was a month ago. Yep.
Yeah. So just a quick recap. Ryan signed up for a triathlon. He's good at swimming. He's a rescue swimmer.
Decent.
And, he's good at running. And most people when they do triathlons, they love the bike part. Like that's their thing. Well, Ryan doesn't care for the bike.
No.
And then you did it on a sprint, and then you get an email to go to nationals.
Yeah.
On your first attempt on a bike that you maybe put 10 miles on before the race.
I think I might have put exactly 10 miles on the bike beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nate, you let me borrow a bike, and because I was gonna just ride my Academy Sports mountain bike.
Yeah.
And you're like, don't do that. I have a road bike that you can use. Like, okay, thanks, man.
Yeah.
So grateful for that, because I could not have imagined biking 12 miles on the other crappy bike.
Yeah.
Because it was hard enough on a fancy road bike.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually ended up placing second in my age group.
That's awesome.
At that triathlon,
which was
cool. Nuts to me. I finished, and my wife ran it also. She did the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I hung out with her, waited on her to finish. We hung out, and we're like, man, this was so much fun. Let's go to the little award show afterwards. And I was like, oh, hey, they're updating the results live. So I pulled it up on my phone, and I'm looking. I'm like, oh, how do we place and everything? And then I see my name, and it says second. I was like, what? Like, I didn't get second place, but I got second in my age group. And
that's awesome.
Wow, that was so unexpected.
So cool.
But yeah, then about a week ago, got an email that I got invited to nationals in Milwaukee. I don't know if that's a big deal or not. It's a big deal to me.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool. So
what month is it? Do you know when it is?
August, I think.
We're going to Wisconsin in August.
We're going to Wisconsin in August. Is that deer season?
Not quite.
Not yet.
Not
Dang
quite.
It.
Yeah. But I mean, I have family up there, so
anytime it's deer season.
Yeah. Yep. We'll load up and we'll go do it. That'd be awesome.
That would be sweet. Yeah. I'm gonna need to borrow your bike next August.
That's fine. You can, use it. By then, hopefully, you'll have enough miles on the bike. Because your slowest thing was the bike.
Yeah,
well, you might have been running faster than you were riding.
I don't know. It was probably close.
Yeah.
It was definitely my slowest, or the most amount of time, because it was the longest event. We only swam 300 meters and ran 2 miles.
Yeah.
But the bike was a 12-mile thing, and I was dreading it from the start. I mean, I put out some effort there.
Yeah.
But it was not the thing I was looking forward to. The swim is what I was most looking forward to, and it was over far too soon.
Yeah.
And then it was time to get on the bike. But yeah, I averaged like a 16 mile per hour on the bike.
Yeah.
So I definitely wasn't running that.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, I was getting passed left and right. Like, I swam fast, got out, ran to the bike. I know a lot of people were walking after the swim. I ran up to the bike, and then I got on the bike, and first I almost fell getting onto the bike.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wet feet.
My transitions were not dialed in.
Yeah.
But eventually got onto the seat of the bike and started pedaling. And then I got passed. And then I got passed again.
Oh.
And then I got passed again. And then there was a lot of people that passed me in 12 miles.
So then you passed them on the run.
I think I passed a few back on the run. But yeah, I was getting a little frustrated on the bike, because a lot of the people that passed me were older and appeared to be in worse shape than me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Am I in the wrong gear? Like,
yeah.
Not like gear, but like gear on the bike.
Yeah.
What is it? What is up? And really, they're just way more conditioned and experienced on a bike, and significantly faster.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a rock star stud looking person to be great on the bike, apparently, because there was a couple fat 50-year-old plus men that rode by me.
They'll spin for
and
days.
I was like, dang, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I could shave some minutes off the bike, I don't know, maybe I could get first in my age group.
I like it.
Probably not at nationals, because there's a bunch of fast people there.
That's awesome. So that's a perfect example of you've never done a triathlon before,
Nope.
and you just borrowed a bicycle Probably wore just normal running shorts to swim in.
That's correct.
And
I ran I did the whole thing in just a pair of running shorts.
Yep. And you second in your age group. So that's fantastic. So that's not any more of a reason to just go out and just try it and just do it. Do it.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that,
You
and I
never
haven't
know.
never done a triathlon. So like, I'm kind of hypocritical in saying this, call the kettle black, if you will, but
In your defense, you were out of town that weekend.
I was.
So you
Yeah,
couldn't
I-
participate.
entertained it. But yeah, you're absolutely correct.
There's one in April.
Okay.
Panama City, maybe? I don't know.
Okay.
Somewhere nearby.
My April's
Gulf
pretty
Breeze?
open.
I don't know. It's somewhere in our area.
Yeah.
In April, that's the next one. I was looking for another one.
Yeah.
That's the closest one I found.
Okay.
So
We'll have to do that.
yeah.
Do you think we
plan
can
for that.
Could we get like a tandem bike and just ride together? I'll sit in the back and
how
help.
about you bike and I'll get a sidecar for the bike.
There you go. That'll work. I can
And
see
I'll
you with
just-
the goggles
Yeah.
on, just riding.
And I'll pull you on the swim.
Yeah, there you go. That'll work. I'll ride in the little raft.
There you go.
So
Teamwork.
yeah. I just wanted to highlight some of those successes that we've had here. We're
Thanks, dude.
constantly chasing. Yeah, man. Constantly chasing the next and biggest and best thing. So
Yeah, not really. No, wrong. I'm not really chasing the next biggest thing or anything.
Okay.
I'm chasing the next like better version of myself.
that's fair.
I wanna chip away at the best me, and sometimes that involves trying new things.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that involves working harder at things I've already done and just getting better and improving. But in that case, with the triathlon, yeah, it was trying a new thing and getting new experiences, and
That's cool.
it was a lot of fun. And then with that race last weekend in the mountains, the mountain part of it was a new
Yeah.
thing, but the run wasn't. So I was just chipping away and like, how can I grow and improve and be better?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the whole point behind it. I mean, I don't really care about the race or the event as
Sure.
much as I care about how I'm putting forth my effort and
But you stretch yourself a little bit being in an uncomfortable
Oh, yeah.
environment, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of
oh yeah, that's
chasing
where,
the bigger and
that's
better
where
thing,
growth
you know?
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, chasing a bigger race. I'm not chasing the podium by any means.
Sure. No. Yeah.
But if my best lands me on the podium, then that's freaking cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
I mean, but if my best lands me in 25th place out of 75 people, then so be it.
So be it. Yeah.
I had a lot of fun
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
put out. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm
And you
content
you
with that.
feel so much better too after doing all that, like getting out of the water, getting on the bike, and then
Yeah.
running, and then you're done, and it's like, man, that felt really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's not much time for a journey through that, but you're doing it.
Yeah.
So that's
And
awesome.
I also really do enjoy doing new things like that because you don't have any expectations for yourself. So like you go into, if you've ever done a marathon or even a 5K before, and then you go to do another 5K, you have expectations for
Yeah.
yourself. Like you're hoping to do better, or, you're hoping to beat your time at
Yeah.
the least.
Mm-hmm.
The triathlon, like I had no pressure.
Yeah. Because
Other
there's no
than-
expectation.
Yeah, I had no pressure other than like I don't want to fumble the whole structure of the race
Yeah.
because a triathlon is very structured. How you go from one thing to another and how you like set up your gear and stuff. I felt like there was a lot of rules, but it really wasn't that complicated in the moment.
Yeah.
It all made sense. But other than that, there was no pressure on like how I was going to perform, except whatever you place on yourself. So like I was biking and this dude rolled up next to me and was trying to offer some words of encouragement, and I was like, I was happy to talk to him because
Yeah.
I was bored out of my mind on a bike.
Yeah.
I got to get better on a bike. Anyways, he was like, yeah, what do you think you're going to do the run in? And I was like, I don't know, probably like sub 14 minutes.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, that fast? And I was like, that's what I'm going to shoot for. So it was at that time that I placed that pressure on myself, but not in a bad way. It was like, okay, now I've got a target.
Yeah.
And I think I did the run in like 13:45 or
That's
50
good.
or something. So
It's a good
just
2 mile time.
just under it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was solid, especially after the rest of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But just not having any pressure other than what you feel like you can put on yourself in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good feeling.
That is cool. Yeah, I love it.
We have totally diverged from what we were talking
No,
about.
but it ties in because like we're talking about just being outside enjoying the change of the seasons,
Yeah.
and with the change of the seasons, also different seasons of life, and like you push yourself in this way. No, it's totally applicable.
And being present. And I
Yeah.
think that's what that really ties into also is like by not having any pressure on yourself going into an event, you're able to be present in the moment and enjoy the thing that you're doing.
Yeah,
I keep saying like I didn't like the bike, but it wasn't that bad. It
Yeah.
went faster than I thought it would. It wasn't nearly as miserable as I thought it would be.
yeah,
And I was able to enjoy that experience throughout it because I wasn't looking at my watch every 5 seconds
Yep.
going, oh, I need to keep an 18-mile-per-hour pace, or oh, I need to finish by this time.
Yeah.
No, it was like, I'm just going to ride this thing and see how I feel.
yeah, 100%. That's awesome. So yeah, that just take that as an encouragement, guys. Of get outside, sign up for something, go do something, and just enjoy the seasons that come, and just enjoy being outside. So
Yeah. Enjoy the moment.
one other thing that I know that I do, kind of changing topics just a little bit. Have you ever looked into grounding?
Yeah.
You familiar with the
I
concept?
have heard of it.
Yeah. So it's a little kind of, some people take it to a whole nother extreme. Okay. But I have a theory, I guess you could say. Obviously, like the earth is spinning and it has life within the earth. And I have noticed a significant difference in my kids as well as myself when I tell them to go run around outside with shoes on versus not shoes on. When you run without your shoes on, and I kind of want to experiment on like barefoot running a little bit. I'm going like way hippie here. This sounds super
Yeah.
hippie, but
When are you going to grow your hair out? and buy
as
that
soon
van?
as I stop being a fireman, I guess. But yeah, if you show up with long hair at the firehouse, expect a good ridicule. Like it's
It's reasonable.
yeah, look like a bum. But
Maybe
so,
I
like,
am.
maybe I am, yeah. Maybe I want to be a bum. But grounding is really cool because like when you take your socks off, I know I have socks and shoes on today, but most of the time when I'm not at work, I don't have socks on and
Yeah.
I wear sandals or Crocs.
Yep.
And your feet are, it's a sensory organ,
You wear Crocs?
Yeah.
You are a bum.
but I don't wear Crocs with socks.
Okay. All right.
So
It's acceptable.
that's the new thing, I guess, Crocs with socks. But yeah, like your feet pick up so much information when you're walking around on the grass. And like in cross country in high school, when we would all be like real sore and you could tell the team was getting like really beat down from the runs and stuff, we would do infield barefoot runs.
Yep.
And it was so good for your feet. Like the shoes that we wear all the time, like there's good shoes, there's bad shoes, but we're constantly adapting our feet to the shoe versus our feet adapting to the ground and the earth. And like
Yeah.
people's feet are becoming softer because we're not walking a lot and all that stuff. So
Get soft.
what I do in the morning is I come out with my coffee and I put my feet in the grass for just a few minutes, stand there and just think, wake up. And that really kind of helps almost like energize you in the morning because you're not feeling, you get out of bed, it's on a cold floor, on carpet, it's all artificial. And then you go outside and you put your feet in the grass and you can feel the moisture from the grass. You can feel, the little prickles from the grass and then the dirt. Maybe you get bit by, a fire ant, but it's
Feel it
it's all there. Like it's a sensory thing. It almost helps wake you up.
Yeah.
And I think there's some health benefits there.
Yeah, I was
There's
just gonna say whenever I'm sick, I go outside shirtless and with no shoes on,
Mhm.
and I'll lay on our concrete patio with my feet off the patio in the grass.
That's awesome.
I lay on the patio because I get really itchy if I lay in the grass
Yeah.
shirtless, but I'll lay on the patio with my feet in the grass and just soak in the sunshine and let my feet touch the grass. And I swear it makes me feel better.
Yeah.
Like within minutes,
Mhm.
I feel better. I go back inside and you just feel like re-energized, rejuvenated.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Clears your sinuses out, like
Yep.
your feet are on the ground. So yeah, I'd encourage you guys to try it, especially if like you're just feeling kind of blah.
Yeah.
Like just force yourself to go outside, breathe in the fresh air, put your feet in the grass, and just allow nature and what God designed to just really kind of wake you up, your senses. With that in mind, there's a lot of people that play video games.
Yeah. Bunch.
And Video games are like the worst thing. I can't. Somebody brought in a Nintendo Wii to the firehouse. Man, that's if there's one thing I can't stand more, it's video games at the firehouse. We already
Yeah.
have enough distractions at the firehouse with cell phones, and we're all guilty of it. But it's like forcing you not to be outside, and you are literally wasting so much time being on a stinking video game. Like, I don't know. I'm just not into it. Like, it's just so many distractions from keeping you from being outside and moving
Yeah.
and doing stuff.
Somebody said something to me once that I agreed with for a long time, but I don't think I agree with it anymore. They said like video games are for kids. When you become an adult, you should stop playing video games and start living life and being productive, which I do agree with that to an extent, but I don't even think they're for kids.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a distraction for kids. What are your kids gaining from a video game that is better than if they were playing with actual toys or playing outside or playing with friends or their siblings or doing something with you as a parent? Like, I don't think they're good for anybody.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess if you had to choose, yeah, I'd rather kids be playing video games than adults. I think adults playing video games is a little silly. There's a time, I guess, when you just like some people watch TV at night, and maybe that your thing is to play video games for an hour at night. Okay, cool. Like that's your thing. That's your time to unwind. Sure, but to sit there and play them all day,
yeah,
I don't know.
I ain't about that life. Plus, I get motion sickness when I even sit around.
Really?
Yeah, like when there's been times I've sat in front of a console and played like Call of Duty or whatever, and like you're sitting there staring and like the gun's moving all over the place, and like you're trying to focus on this tiny little blip on the screen, and then
we're gonna make some people mad with this episode.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't really care. Like it's a waste of time, man. Think about all the things you could be doing. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to sit there and live in regret of like, man, I just wasted that day. You know, we're already on screens enough as it is, and screens and lights and like that blue light and what it does to you is just like not good.
There was a season of my life where I played a lot of video games, and what I remember from that time is that I was like attracted to other screens more too.
Yeah.
Like if I was playing a video game in between games, like in the queue or whatever, I'd have my phone in my hand and be looking at something else. And then when the game started, I'd be back on the game and then back on the phone afterwards. It's like you constantly had to be doing something or on a device. And it is just like mentally draining, and you don't realize it until you look back and you're like, geez, man, like I couldn't just sit there and be patient.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is. And it's like instant gratification too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so get off the video game. I dropped something. Get off the video
throwing
games.
Stuff.
Yeah. Like, get off the video games. Throw something at you. So I'm reaching through the screen right now and grabbing your Xbox controller and throwing it across the room. Have you seen that video of the dad that takes the lawnmower and drives over his kids' video games?
Yeah. The kid just loses it.
Mad respect. Like, oh man, that was, and the fact the child has that, he really was a young adult, but that type of reaction.
That emotionally tied to his stuff.
You would have thought that was his daughter that he was running over.
It was wild
to
see the kid's reaction.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've seen it with my own kid about other stuff. And just recently, my oldest daughter went into my middle daughter's room to play with toys, and my middle daughter came in to her own room, and my oldest daughter says she was bothering her. So she pushed her out of the room, shut the door, and locked it. And then my middle daughter comes to me crying, tells me, I go to the room. I didn't realize it was locked, so I go to open the door. It's locked. Now I'm like, okay, we don't shut the door in our house, and we certainly don't lock the door in our house. What is going on? Anyways, she opened it, and we talked about that we don't do that. And her punishment was, it was after school, so afternoon time.
Yeah.
Her punishment was, I'm going to shut the door on your room, and you're not allowed to go in there until it's time for bed. And she just lost her mind. Like, you would have thought that I told her she was grounded for the next year.
Oh, wow.
Like, she just couldn't handle it.
Emotional attachment.
Yeah, I was like, girl, you've sure, you've got toys and stuff in there, but like nothing you need. 5 minutes ago, you didn't care to be in your own room. You wanted to be somewhere
So
else.
your sister was in there.
But the time that I say, no, you can't go in there.
Yeah.
Now, oh man, now I want it.
Mhm.
Now it is the end of the world. And it was just an eye-opening thing. Like, man, we are that attached to our things.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, being told that you can't have something makes people want it even more.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was 15 minutes of her
Ugh,
being very
that's no
upset,
fun.
and
It's no fun for the parent either.
yeah, because I'm like, I didn't intend for it to be that big of a punishment. I just thought, hey, you want to lock your sister out of her room? I'll just shut the door in your room, and you can't go in there.
Mm-hmm.
It made logical sense to me,
Right.
but to her world just collapsed.
Yep.
But yeah, eye opening.
Yep. Why don't you just take the doors off?
I thought about
thought
it.
about that.
I have, but then I have to store the doors somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I know I have a shop I could put them in, but
That's
just one more thing.
One more thing. You know what I'm really looking forward to?
Or they could just learn to not shut the doors, Nate. Yeah.
No, that's definitely better
children.
parenting. But when you take the door away, like, no, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My parents took the door off at one point, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a short time.
Sure. You know what I'm really looking forward to?
There's
no
no telling.
This is totally gear change.
Okay.
Camping.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm excited
it's
about
almost
camping.
that season.
Yeah, it is.
Almost.
The weather is like fantastic, and I'm really excited. I'm going somewhere with this. We went from taking doors off to camping.
Yeah. No doors on tents.
Yeah. Yeah. But I've been on a few trips. One in particular that comes to mind right now. I did a solo hunting trip in Kentucky. It was just me.
Fun.
Yeah. I got permission on this private land. It was like 800 acres of land.
Dang.
And he jokingly said, well, too bad you don't want to come shoot the deer I have. And I was like, if that's an offer, I'm coming.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh. I said, no, I'm serious. Like, I would love to. So
I don't know if you were serious, but I am.
yeah. And it was in Campbellsville, Kentucky, Tobacco land.
Never heard of her.
Yeah. Yeah. It is very rural. And I spent a week by myself camping.
Nice.
With whatever food I had in my truck and water and everything. The closest town was like 45 minutes away. So I say Campbellsville because that was the closest town, but it was a little ways out. And I camped and hiked into a spot, hung my stand, hunted for, I think it was 4 days without a shot at a deer. On day 5, I got a shot at a deer. It ran I was bow hunting. It ran probably 50, 60 yards, fell over and died. And then drug the deer out, got it back to camp, cleaned it, got it put in the cooler, everything, all by myself. But one thing for that week, I did not talk for 5 days straight. There's something that happens when you're not around other people. Like all you have are your thoughts for that duration. There's something that happens to you. Like there's an internal dialogue. And after about day 4, I noticed that I started having conversations with myself.
Oh, yeah. You are crazy.
Yeah. And I'm like, come on, Nate, what are you doing, man? Don't do that. Because you almost like you have to communicate. You have to communicate.
Yeah.
Like there's a connection there that needs to happen. But when you rid yourself of that and it's just you, like a lot of things come out that you don't even realize.
Yeah.
So I say that to say, if you have like 24 hours that you can just go somewhere in complete and utter silence, and there was no cell service, there was nothing, and complete quiet. It was cold in the mornings, it would warm up during the day, and it was just like a purifying experience of just being alone for that long. And it about drove me insane. Obviously I miss my wife, and I'm like, man, I want to go home, but then I'm like, wait, right now I don't get this time very often.
Yeah.
I'm at a point right now in my life where I need to do that again.
Yeah. How do you stay present in that moment when you are missing things like your kids, your wife, and just a bed?
Yeah.
But still just be present and soak that in, because it's not going to last forever.
No, it's not. So, and now I'm like excited to do that again. Like I need to do it again because I'm at that point where it's just like super busy.
Yeah.
And I need to just remove myself for 24 hours and just go reset.
Yeah.
Whether that's a hunting trip, I don't know, but whether it's just maybe go 24 hours in the mountains somewhere by myself.
I don't even think it has to be by yourself as much as it is just being away from the normal stuff.
Yeah.
Like no cell service. That's a big one.
Yeah.
And like locking your phone in the truck or like not using it at all.
Yeah.
I know I love my wife and kids, but
Yeah.
if I went on a thing like that, it's like, hey, I'm not even going to call and say goodnight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I do not want to touch my cell phone.
Yeah.
I just want to be totally, excluded from society for a day or two.
And in nature, doing it the way our ancestors did it.
Yeah.
And you're in the elements, so you're at the mercy of nature.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of did a little trip like that. You weren't so disconnected, but you went to Ocala and stayed recently in your tent.
That was great.
And it poured, thunderstormed on you all night long.
That's a really good point. Yeah, I went down to Ocala to take a test and camped at Santos Trailhead Campground. Really nice campground if you're in that area. It's beautiful. And I went and did the test, and then I had pretty much all afternoon Saturday. I went for, I think I ran around 10 miles on the trail-ish. By myself, got back to my truck, had a little snack, went back to camp, set it up, and got dinner cooked. And I didn't talk to anybody. And then ran that evening, and then it's torrential downpour all night. But I remember looking out of the rooftop tent, and just the whole sky lit up with lightning, like impressive lightning. And I just thought, man, I am so small. I am so small. And like, these are lessons that really only nature can teach you, and like seeing God's creation in that way is like, I am just a tiny speck of sand on this earth in the grand scheme of things. And it's a really good experience. So I'd encourage you guys to make it a priority to do stuff like that. Go camping, even if it's with your kids. I'm going with the kids next weekend actually camping, and just be outside, enjoy it, and just relish in God's creation and what he's created, because there's lessons to be learned there, and I think that you'll be fulfilled by it.
Yeah, I think we need to do that trip we were talking about.
Yeah.
In North Georgia.
Yeah.
Go camp and run.
Yeah. We need to do that, like a little 2-day deal.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic. So we'll keep you posted on that. So
I don't know if we have any fans or listeners from that area, but maybe we could do like a little meet and greet type deal.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Somebody wanted to come out and run with us.
That'd be awesome. So guys, reach out to us, connect with us. You have our email through our link tree, which will be in the description of this podcast. We also want to make mention that we have just launched our race, Punch Out Ultra, that will be in February of 2026. The description and all the information for that race will be in the description of this below with the Ultra sign up. But you can also just go to our link tree, and it will be at the top there, so you can find out more about the race and also sign up.
Registration's open.
Yep, it's open and live now.
Sign up. There is a limited number of spots, so get it while it's good.
That's it, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in to this episode of the Suffer Up Podcast with Nate and Ryan. We appreciate all of you for tuning in and the support and love behind this channel. Let's continue to grow it. And as always, guys, suffer up.
Suffer up.